When you're expecting a baby, many people start telling you what you can and can't do. Some say you need to eat for two, others say that dyeing your hair is bad for the baby, that you can't have sex with your partner, and some say that if you have heartburn, the baby will be born full of hair. This can make anyone worry, right? But not everything they say is true. The reality is that many of these pieces of advice are just myths, stories that have no basis in fact. Believing them can lead to unnecessary worries during such a beautiful time as giving birth to a life. That's why we're going to clear up some of the most common myths about pregnancy, so that you can feel safe and know what really matters for your baby's health. Before continuing, just make sure you're already subscribed to the channel, because here we're going to bring you a series of content that will help you during your pregnancy. Myth 1. Eating for two is necessary. Many people think that when a woman is pregnant, she needs to eat for two, as if she had to eat twice as much for the baby to grow well. But this isn't true even when you're pregnant with twins. The truth is that quality is more important than quantity. What happens is that, during pregnancy, a woman needs a little more food, but not twice as much. The baby is small and doesn't need that much food. What really matters is that the mother chooses healthy foods, such as fruit, vegetables, proteins, grains, and good fats, to ensure that the baby receives the nutrients it needs to grow strong and healthy. Eating too much can even be harmful, as excessive weight gain can cause problems for both mother and baby. That's why it's important for the mother to follow the doctor's instructions on how much and what to eat, always focusing on nutritious foods and not on eating in large quantities. So instead of eating for two, the mother needs to eat wisely, choosing the foods that will help her baby grow in the right way. Myth 2. You can't exercise during pregnancy. Some people believe that when a woman is pregnant, she should stay completely still and not do any kind of exercise, as this could harm the baby or be dangerous for the mother. Truth. Moderate exercise is good for both mother and baby. In reality, exercising lightly and carefully is very good for both mother and baby. Imagine the mother taking a quiet walk in the park, or practicing yoga, which helps to relax the body. These types of exercises help the blood circulate better, which is important for the baby to receive the necessary nutrients. In addition, they help the mother to feel stronger, with less back and leg pain, and also to sleep better. Other exercises, such as swimming, are recommended because the body feels lighter and more comfortable in the water, allowing the mother to move without overloading her body. But it's always important that the mother talks to her doctor before starting any activity, to make sure everything is okay and that she does everything safely. So, far from being dangerous, exercising the right way during pregnancy is great for your health. Myth 3. The shape of the belly indicates the sex of the baby. Many people say that you can tell if the baby is going to be a boy or a girl just by looking at the mother's belly. They believe that if the belly is more pointed, it's a boy, and if it's rounder, it's a girl. But that's not true. Truth. The shape of the belly has nothing to do with the sex of the baby. What really changes the shape of a pregnant woman's belly is not whether the baby is a boy or a girl. In fact, the shape of the belly depends on other things, such as the muscles in the mother's belly and the position the baby is in. For example, if the mother has stronger abdominal muscles, the belly may be more holding the baby in, and if the muscles are more relaxed, the belly may look bigger or rounder. In addition, the baby can be in different positions inside the belly. Sometimes it's on its front, sometimes on its side, and this can also change the way the belly looks. So the shape of the belly is just a question of how the mother's body is adapting to carrying the baby, but it has nothing to do with the sex of the child. If you want to know whether it's going to be a boy or a girl, the best way to find out is with medical tests, such as an ultrasound, and not by looking at the shape of the belly. Have you heard of these myths? Let us know in the comments what myths you've heard during your pregnancy. Myth 4. Pregnant women can't dye their hair. Many people say that when a woman is pregnant, she can't dye her hair at all, because it could harm the baby. They think that the chemicals used in the dye could harm the baby inside the belly. Truth. Some dyes are safe, but you have to be careful. Actually, it depends on the type of dye. There are dyes that don't contain ammonia, which is a stronger chemical, and these are generally safe for pregnant women, especially after the first 3 months of pregnancy. At the beginning of pregnancy, the baby's body is forming, so it's a more delicate period. After that, ammonia-free dyes and other lighter products can be used, but always with caution. Even so, it's always very important for pregnant women to talk to their doctor before dyeing their hair. The doctor will be able to tell if it's okay to use these products, or if it's better to wait a little longer. This way, the mother can feel beautiful and cared for, without worrying about the baby's health. So the important thing is not to stop dyeing your hair completely, but to choose the right products and do it safely. Myth 5. Heartburn during pregnancy indicates that the baby will have a lot of hair. Many people believe that if a woman experiences a lot of heartburn during pregnancy, it means that the baby will be born with a lot of hair. It's as if heartburn is a clue as to what's going on with the baby's hair. Truth. Heartburn has nothing to do with the baby's hair. Actually, this idea isn't true. Heartburn is a burning sensation that the mother feels in her stomach and the back of her throat, and has nothing to do with the amount of hair on the baby. What causes heartburn are the changes in the mother's body during pregnancy. The increase in hormones and the growth of the uterus, which is where the baby stays, can cause the stomach to become pressurized and the acid to rise, causing the sensation of heartburn. So even if you hear the story that heartburn is a sign of a hairy baby, don't worry about it. The baby's hair has nothing to do with the heartburn the mother feels. It's just a way for the mother's body to adapt to the changes of pregnancy. Myth 6. Stress during pregnancy doesn't affect the baby. Some people think that if the mother is stressed or worried during pregnancy, it won't make a difference to the baby. They believe that the mother's stress doesn't affect the baby in her belly. Truth. Stress can have an impact on the baby and the mother's health. In fact, stress can affect both mother and baby. When a mother is very worried or stressed, this can cause her body to release substances that are not good for her health. These substances can be passed on to the baby and, over time, can have an impact on its development and well-being. That's why it's very important for the mother to try to relax and find ways to feel good. There are techniques such as deep breathing, light exercise, and even talking to friends and family that can help reduce stress. In addition, emotional support from people close to her can make a big difference. So taking care of the mother's mental and emotional health is very important so that the baby can grow up healthy and happy. It's as if mother and baby are part of a big team, where both need to be well for everything to go smoothly. If you like the content, leave a like to encourage us to always bring you new content about this beautiful period in a woman's life. And let's move on to the next topic. Myth 7. Sex during pregnancy can hurt the baby. Some people think that when a woman is pregnant, having sex can hurt the baby in her belly. They think that the baby could be harmed in some way. Truth. Sex during pregnancy is safe in most cases. In fact, when the pregnancy is healthy and problem-free, sex is generally safe and doesn't hurt the baby. The baby is protected by a fluid-filled sac called the amniotic sac and by the uterus, which is like a big pillow around it. This pillow protects the baby from anything that might happen outside the belly. But it's always important to remember that every pregnancy is unique. Sometimes there may be special situations, and the doctor may have different recommendations. That's why it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor to make sure everything is okay and to find out if there are any specific guidelines to follow. So, most of the time, sex during pregnancy is natural and safe, and the baby is well protected inside. It's always important to follow the doctor's guidelines to make sure everything is going well for mom and baby. Here we've debunked several common beliefs and provided fact-based information to help make this phase even more special and peaceful. Remember, during pregnancy, it's essential to always seek reliable information and follow your doctor's advice. Each pregnancy is unique, and what's best for you may be different for someone else. Don't let myths and unfounded stories cause you unnecessary worry. If you found this video useful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on our next content, and share it with anyone you think could also benefit from this information. And, of course, if you have any questions or want to share your experiences, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Take care of yourself and keep seeking knowledge to have a healthy and happy pregnancy.